Forget the in crowd. Being nerdy is all the rage this weekend.
The second annual Geek Prom will stumble into the North Shore on Saturday. Rachel Burrich tells us how some are going from dazzling to dorky in an attempt to be crowned Duluth's biggest weirdo.
Look at you, Aquaman.
Scott Lunt just underwent a complete hair transformation. He's preparing for what most remember as a rite of passage.
It's so fun because it has all the elements of like a real prom. You know, you got your picture being taken, you got, you know, like crazy outfits, everybody's trying to outdo each other. And then
but this isn't just any prom.
Oh no, everybody's a geek. There's only a few cool people in the world.
And Scott says that's why Duluth is the perfect place to host a dance for his and others' inner dork.
You can just cut loose and not worry about trying to impress anybody.
From pinks to plaid, this is no ball for Cinderella, but what you wear to the Geek Prom is just as important as your attitude.
you can come with glasses and tape and be like a classic, like Revenge of the Nerds style geek, or, you know, you can be a computer geek, or, I don't know. It's just really fun to have something that you have to be really creative in order to come up with a good costume.
Scott's not only a nerd by nature, he's also one of the dorks in charge of the prom, giving the North Shore a geek-over, complete with a beam-me-up station and a crazy light show.
We're going to have a row of chairs on each wall, you know, so that the boys can be over there and the girls can be over there.
With all that work, one may feel overwhelmed by the awkwardness of it all. And if you just plain feel too cool to go, Scott says slap on a pocket protector and come anyway.
Everybody is welcome at the Geek Prom, because to turn someone away at the door would make them a misfit, which would automatically qualify them for the prom. So
Rachel Burrich.
Just check your coolness at home.
News 6.
Geek Prom starts at 8 p.m. on Saturday at the North Shore Theater. Tickets are $12 in advance or $15 at the door.
And you've already got yours.
No, I'm not going to go. I've been a dork all my life. It's enough. Right?
You don't need to be celebrated for it, huh?
Finally tonight, being a misfit can be tough, but not this weekend.
The second annual Geek Prom will play host to those donning pocket protectors, plaid, and other nerdy apparel. Organizers have been decorating the North Shore Theater, which will show off a beam-me-up station and other crazy light shows. They say anything weird is welcome. Some are even going all out themselves.
Remember Aquaman? I have the green tights and an orange top shirt, which is also like a lycra thing, and black swimsuit that goes over, and yellow belts.
He wins. There will be judges on site to crown Duluth's biggest dork. The Geekquel starts at 8 p.m. on Saturday. Tickets are $12 in advance or $15 at the door.
Yes, tonight the North Shore Theater is hosting the second annual Geek Prom. The doors opened at 8 o'clock tonight, and Northlanders showed up with their pocket protectors, plaid, and other nerdy apparel. The outfits are just outrageous. Many came in old prom dresses or old school uniforms. Organizers say anything weird is welcome. The Geek Prom is still underway at this hour, and we will have many more highlights tomorrow on News 6 at 10. But Dave, in addition to weather today, you had a fun assignment, didn't you?
Boy, I sure did, Stacy. Last night's Geek Prom at the North Shore Theater had so many fun costumes, we thought they deserved another showing. Oddballs of all types got together over the weekend for the second annual Geek Prom. The idea for the meeting of misfits came from an unlikely source, an economic summit a couple of years back.
When one of the things that came out of that was that they wanted to establish a cool factor in downtown. So we've taken it upon ourselves to establish a geek factor in downtown Duluth, and it's going strong.
Did it myself.
Last year's prom was strong enough to gain the event national media attention. It was feared that publicity would pull phony geeks to this year's party, but nobody in attendance would admit to not being the real deal.
I am an actual geek. I work in a comic book store, and I collect comics, and I like to play Dungeons and Dragons.
In fact, Anne-Marie's devotion to all things nerdy earned her the title of prom queen, which elicited an appropriate acceptance speech. If you missed this year's prom, the organizers think there's a good chance you can dust off your old polyester leisure suit for the third annual Geek Prom next year.
Well, there's just no telling. There's just no telling. We have every intention of doing this show every year, but you never know what could happen.
In Duluth, Dave Anderson, News 6.
And we'd like to mention here at News 6, one of our directors earned Geek runner-up. This is a picture of Margot Abramson last night at the Geek Prom. Congratulations, Margot.